Welcome. You are tuned in to West 238th in Goodman. Hope everyone's doing fantastic out there. Today I had a little new idea for a video, sort of a choose your own adventure where we show a card and then we take it in whatever direction we want and just see where it takes us. So whether it's the player, the team, the year, whatever it might be, we just kind of keep spinning it off to the next thing and see where we go with it. So I think it should be fun. Let's start it off with literally one of my favorite cards that I have, and that's this Ernie Banks rookie, 1954. It took me a long time to find this look and feel. Everything about this is perfect to me. I wanted to find a slightly off-centered top to bottom because I hate when in the 1954 set the name is too close to the top, so I greatly prefer this exact off-centering. You see, you could see in the back you have some extra there. Ernie, killing it at Booker T. Washington. But yeah, so this is just perfect. It's a good 2.5. I think I priced this out more like a 3. So, looking at good numbers for such a fantastic, iconic card. And shout out to my buddy Greg, who grabbed his this year as well. Although, unfortunately for Greg, his is strangely green tinted. But just kidding, Greg. So basically now we've got Ernie, we've got 1954. So what do? How do we spin this? So we could go, let's see, what should we do? So we could take it back to more Ernie's. And this is the 59. Or we could... stick to 54s and go with some other classics from 54. I don't know what direction we should do. Billy, Willie, Yogi. Or do we take the adventure to Cubs? Should we stick with the Cubs? So, how about a raw Mordecai 3-finger brown T206 Piedmont? This is my only T206. Raw, of course, as you can see, beat up in the most wonderful way. Sweet game use. Some kids had a lot of fun with this card, for sure. So that would be a Cub. That would be us taking it in the Cubs direction. Or do we do this Cubs direction with Lou Brock and his rookie? So that's also in the rookie direction, though. So we could almost... This could be sticking to rookies or sticking to Cubs. But I guess if we're talking rookies to continue this, I'm thinking it would make it even more fun if we did multiplayer rookies. So maybe we go Thurman and Dave McDonald, 2 Yankee legends. That would stick to the rookie angle. Or maybe we would go with the GOAT, Nolan and Jerry Kuzman rookie. It's funny. So this, you could see, is in amazing shape. I'm very close to working a trade with Darren from Return to Collecting. He was willing to do it mostly just straight up, but I might have to sweeten the deal with something. I'm not sure what yet. Or another rookie multiplayer, the GOAT. Rest in peace, Pete Rose. A lot of people have different takes on this card, and of course on Pete himself, but I love the primary colors, the circles, the shapes, the everything about this is fantastic to me. The cutout heads, love this card. But yeah, so that would be if we take it in the rookie direction. What other adventure can we take off this Ernie? Oh, shortstop. Shortstop. So we could do another Hall of Fame shortstop. Pee Wee Reese. This gorgeous 53. I really, 53 is, I think, my favorite year of Topps for sure. The artwork is just incredible on these 53s. But yeah, so this would be a new adventure down the shortstop direction if we wanted to go that way. Or maybe an even more old school vibe of Luke Appling, shortstop, Retorado. Get less glare. That would be another cool direction to take it. Or Venezuelan, Luis Aparicio. This card is this is a really, really cool card. It's got that Venezuelan sports grafico vibe to the light blue frame and the font and text. I'm not 100%. This Ovenka, I'm not sure how that's pronounced. But so that's the shortstop direction. So I don't know. What do we do? Is there any other angles we could take this? I say we stick with this though. Because this man is the greatest hitter, arguably, to ever play baseball. No one passed him. He's the hit man. And okay, so if we're gonna do Pete, where do we go next? Where do we take it? I say we go more Pete. So we could do this 1970. Really cool card. Pete. Very serious. Super clean. You know, I love my good twos. We could also call this a What's Good episode 2, Choose Your Own Adventure remix as well. I'm not really sure. I'm sort of having some fun with the channel and testing out different ideas here. But let's see this bad boy. I think Mangini might like this. It's zany. It's quirky. Is it odd? Nope. Red, white, and blue. This is a sport disc, Tesk disc from 1975. This is just such a cool thing. Blank on the back. But yeah, this is some of my favorite Pete Rose stuff. Okay, so where do we take this? Do we go with 1963s. So that would be what? Do we go with this similar vibe? This fantastic 62 home run leaders. Look at this card. These legends. Look, took us back to Ernie too. This just is a wild adventure where the paths continue to cross. Or do we do, this 63 Alston, the man. So that would be sticking to 63. We could stick to the 70 with Pete and go with, let's see, something like this. Multiplayer, which will also take us in a few fun directions. 1969 home run leaders. Got a couple legendary players hitting bombs. 69. Or are we gonna go off this, which could take us to 75, or could take us to another disc. Ooh, what direction? Do we go the disc direction? This is a Mike Schmidt Dairy Isle. Shout out to my cousin. It's his favorite player. Okay, look at that back. Whew. Love this card. So yeah, we could do Dairy Isle. Or we do from this 75, right? We do not disc, but we go with 75s, like perhaps George Brett. Again, good too, of course. Might sense a theme with West 238 and Goodman. My good twos, I love. This George Brett is like really, really nice. Big fan of this George Brett. Or we could take it within 75 out to Japan. Boom. This is a nice Sadaharu. Oh, from 75. Is that the way? Look at that. That's so cool. Pull up this. So what do you think? What's the move here? Actually, we're hitting over 14 minutes now, so I might just keep it moving. I think that was actually really fun. Just have some random things on my desk every episode. This is just a cool rock. Legendary tape. And shout out to Pepino Man. First blind pitcher signed. Now some might think this is fake, because how does a blind man have such a clean signature? But yeah. Shout out to Lowell Palmer. That man couldn't throw over the plate, but he he hit some batters. But yeah. That's that. Hope you enjoyed this. Definitely want to do another choose your own adventure, but actually do it versus show you how we can do it. But I think that was still cool. But anyway, hope you enjoyed. Please let me know in the comments what directions you liked, and if this is something that I should do again. All right. Bye-bye.